I do concur with what I've heard from the panelists, but I see it where the reimbursement is already starting to diminish in some areas of care. What I would, if I had to reveal the crystal ball today, I do think within the next 36 months things will stay the same for some levels of care. But I think the supply and demand is going to reach a height when the parity gets in full force. I think the Affordable Care Act is going to impact the way pricing is going to be reimbursed with the carriers. I think as of yesterday, last night, they closed out over 7 million people actually got registered, so who got in before the deadline. Now, if you take that number added to what's already in the industry, Blue Cross and Blue Shield, Aetna, Cigna, UBH, all the carriers, I guarantee you are having a meeting this morning to determine what levels of care they will cover at what value. So for you as a small entity, I don't think we have a national voice, I don't think, in Washington as a complete advocate group fighting for proper reimbursement. So the reimbursement channel will change. It will change. I don't think it's going to change between now and 36 months, but what they could do, they'll phase it in. They'll start cutting small things first, because one thing about America, they can't tell you can't be in business, but they can change the rules to qualify you to be in business. And they would do that in a heartbeat. If you take the DME, the home care market, that's what they did. They made them compete against each other to eliminate themselves. And then have a smaller market of players. And I think there's a lot of facilities across the country who some don't do it the right way like you do. And they make it bad for the good people. So they have to find a way to weave them out. So that weave out is going to be reimbursement, because they can't continue to operate or live in that lifestyle when they start cutting that reimbursement. So I think you just, I said it yesterday, if you accomplish your dream by yourself, then your dream wasn't big enough. That means you need partners, you need friends, you need collaborative relationships. You need to be able to expand and have a dream so big that you need people on this panel, you need people that you communicate with in the industry. And with that mindset, it doesn't matter what the insurance company do reimbursement, you're strong enough to defeat them. And then the last piece I want to say is, no one wants to challenge the insurance company. You let them treat you like anything, and you don't fight, you don't come together, pool your money together and fight for proper reimbursement. You're going to have to do that. I mean, we're on the phone constantly with the insurance company fighting for, claims that were paid improperly, and they're reading from a script why they denied a claim. And we'll call a client and say, we need you to first get the insured on the phone, and we'll do the conference call with them. But I think we can systematically change that when they know that you won't stand for that. If you come together, and I think, Rob, we're going to have one of those sessions where we're just going to be a totally advocate session. We're going to figure out a strategy, and we're going to go as one unit to these carriers one by one and demand that you get paid for the service you do. Okay?